Fantastic.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
Val.
much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, well, first and foremost, I can't wait today has come because this has been literally years in the making. So we are just so excited because I don't know how many people in my 3 years, I'll be celebrating 3 years at Windstar Cruises, have come
Wow.
up to me, yes, and have said to me, at one point or another at a convention, at a trade show, wherever it may be, approach guide has come up. And I've known of approach guides for many, many years. If you know Jennifer here and her husband David, I mean, incredible the amount of technology that you have all implemented in the last decade, I will say. So we are very excited because when I arrived to Windstar, one of our first projects was to launch a new website. And so we had a huge dependency, which meant we had to wait until this new website launched for us to get approach guides. Because what we wanted to do is have an amazing way for our travel advisors, you, our travel partners, to have a method for your call to actions with all of your marketing, all of your efforts, and all of your outreach that you do day to day to inspire your clients to travel and sail, whether that's on Windstar or any other of the suppliers that you work with. And it's so important that you have a website that has no call to action to Windstar, right? We wanted to give you a tool, a marketing tool that you can use to succeed, whether that's on your social media posts, driving them to our website as a call to action, from emails, from a direct mail piece. There's so much that you can do. So we're very excited because we are just going to really elevate the way that you talk about Windstar with your clients. And today is a day where we're going to learn all about it. So without further ado, Jennifer, please take it away.
Hi, everyone. Janet, thank you so much for that great introduction. We also are super excited to be finally partnering with Windstar because on our side as well, there are just advisors that have just been asking us, when will you partner with Windstar? We love the product. We want to grow our business with Windstar. So everybody, we are so, so excited. Today is the day, and we're going to walk through this in, we're just going to take a very interactive approach to it. But the first thing we're going to do is talk about what is Approach Guides and how is this going to help you grow your business? So Approach Guides technology we give you, it's really like a two-part solution that allows you to take full advantage of all of the marketing and technology that Windstar brings to its business to power your individual business. And we do that with a couple of different ways. The first is with what we call content experiences. This is it's basically a marketing landing page pre-designed by the Windstar team. You don't need to lift a finger. And you'll see already co-branded by me, the advisor. And I love these content experiences. They really help tell the Windstar story. And in this case, Europe up close and further, winter in the Med. Janet, do you want to talk a little bit about sort of Windstar and its Mediterranean journeys?
Absolutely. So Windstar has been around for over 40 years. And what we're actually known for is our Tahiti product. We're going to be bringing 2 ships to Tahiti. But the other thing that we're known for, and this was more from recent years, was that 3 years ago, with the uproar that happened in the Middle East on October of 2023, we actually redeployed our ship from the Middle East before anything happened. And we kept the ship in Europe year round. And so we are so proud to be one of the first small ship cruise brands to actually leave a ship in Europe year round. The Mediterranean is a perfect place. We know Europe is a super popular destination, and people want to go to Italy, Spain, France all year round. And the weather is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the French Riviera, this is where the wealthy from all over the world would come during the winter months to travel and vacation. And to the fact that we can actually offer this amazing experience where you get to dock up close and personal. I mean, you actually have our yachts fit in the Nice port, docked with other yachts. And so imagine, being able to be in Venice. Our ships are small enough to dock in Venice city center. And so we
Wow.
get to put you, yes, up close and personal. So imagine being in Carnival in February. In Italy. No one else can provide your clients that experience. So when you're talking about Europe year round with Windstar Cruises, you're not only talking about an amazing intimate experience that's docked in city center, but you're talking about iconic experiences like Carnival, holiday markets, or even being in Rome in the Vatican, right, on Christmas Day. Just really phenomenal ways to visit Europe. And in the winter months, when there's a lot less people, right, in these iconic cities like Barcelona, etc.
And I just love how Windstar just puts this story together for you. I mean, wouldn't it be great if Janet could just come and talk to all of your clients? She's already sold me on winter in Europe. But in just like that, this is like having Windstar's marketing team right in your back pocket. And the great thing is, not only does this help explain to your clients why Windstar, why winter in the med, but the most important thing is that these pages are designed to drive leads to you. It's not just beautiful marketing content. We're doing that in a couple different ways. First is these contact me for detail buttons. These launch a private email between you and your client telling you that in this case that they're interested in the 7 gems of the Baltic. But sometimes your clients actually want to browse. They see, oh, navigating Ireland, that looks interesting to me. Well, what you don't want your client doing is just going right over to the Windstar website. It's got Book Now. It's a beautiful website, does a great job at selling this cruise, but it's got Book Now, it's got Request a Quote, Chat with Us. You don't really want your clients coming here. So what Windstar has done is they have partnered with Approach Guides to turn that page into your page. So if your client clicks from any of your content experiences and wants to view that itinerary, they come over, yes, to windstarcruises.com. Your clients are seeing their website, all of that new technology they've put into this new site. Now your clients get it, but you'll notice it looks a little different. We've got your contact information right at the top. That Book Now button is gone. That Request a Quote button that was right here is gone. That Chat with Us button is gone. And now all your client is doing is they're seeing this great itinerary. They are seeing the day by day. They can even view all the cabins, but you know what they can't do? They can't book. Really, really powerful.
And you know what? You just said it. We've invested a lot of dollars into this new website. It took us 2 years to actually produce. You all, with one click of the button, you're going to have an exact replica of our website just without the call to action because we don't want your traffic. We want you to safely be able to send your clients to our website to browse and get inspired and without having to risk losing the client to directly to us. And so this is just an incredible opportunity. With a couple of clicks of the button, you'll be able to promote Windstar directly from your social media posts, emails, anything that you do marketing wise. And that to me is just an incredible opportunity to sell, sell.
It's a total game changer. Well, we promised that we were going to make this interactive. Should we get everyone sharing this as well? So everyone grab your phones, scan this QR code, or let me see if I can drop a link into the chat as well, inspires.to/Windstar. And we are going to take this webinar and we are going to use it to jumpstart your Windstar sales. So the great thing is that we've got these content experiences already pre-designed and ready for you to share. So whether you scan that QR code or you click that link in the chat, you are going to come to either, if you click the link in the chat, you're going to come to this page and you can choose any of these content experiences to market. If you scanned this QR code, then what you're going to do is you're going to come right into the content experience. This is one of my personal favorite. Getting closer changes everything. A great way to sell Windstar any sailing. And we keep it super, super easy. The only thing you need to do to make this content experience your own is drop your email into that bar right there and press the button to co-brand and share. When I do that, that's my email I already registered. Let me try again. So if you're new, if you've already used the platform, that's exactly, let me actually do that again because you're going to see what happens. We're going to send you a magic link that's going to go right to your email. So you can just click and automatically log in. However, if you are new to the platform, you will just enter your email address, advisorjen@email.com, press that button to co-brand and share, and we instantly drop you in to where you can personalize this page. And I see Sarah is, yep, it took you to personalize. If you're on your mobile device, this is what it's going to look like. I always recommend just entering your first name, last name, and if you're on your mobile, just press that view button and you'll see it's immediately co-branded just for you. However, because I'm on my desktop, it's going to show me the full sidebar. So I'm going to fill in a few more details. My phone number, I'm going to add my, let's see, let's put in a logo, make this really personalized to me. And I even love adding a personal photo. Let's see, give it a little extra personal touch. And with that, we're done and co-branded. So easy, right, Janet?
I couldn't believe this. I mean, you can imagine when I first saw this. I mean, my jaw was on the floor. I couldn't believe how easy this was. In all of my years of teaching travel advisors how to leverage marketing to generate leads and build their clientele, I have never seen anything this easy. So, I mean, it is truly just an incredible way. I know you all have your logos, you all have your pictures. And if you don't, by the way, you can use AI to create a logo, but I love the personalization that this does add to their business because it really makes it feel like if it's yours. And, we are a partner of yours. And when you put the two together, when you have Windstar together with your logo, it just really gives you a lot of credibility with your client base.
I agree. I agree. And it's just so easy. And I saw that Mylene even asked about groups. And the great thing is we have this content experience. Getting closer changing changes everything. We're going to talk through the content in here. But let's say I am hosting a group sailing in August. Use that personal message right here to say, you know what? I'm hosting a extraordinary voyage with Windstar in August. Contact me for details. And now what you've done is Windstar's created great marketing content. You are personalizing it with your personal message out to your clients. And the great thing is maybe they can join you in August, but maybe they can't. And maybe they just scroll through and see some of the great destinations that Windstar sails in, and you get that lead.
And we have another option where we can send you information on how to do and promote a specific group sailing. But I love this because many of you know you're out there in social media promoting your group, right? You want to have that, like just how Jennifer added it. But what if somebody cannot go on the specific date that your group is scheduled to go? Well, guess what? I love the concept, but I would love to go on another Windstar cruise. You still get the sale because this individual is going to come back to you and say, I can't go on your group to Tahiti in August, but I did see that they're in the Mediterranean in November, which is when I usually can travel, and I would love to learn more. So it really does help you promote beyond your group when you actually use approach guides.
I love that. And the other great thing is you saw all we did was enter our email address. We filled out the sidebar, but you know what our technology does right at this point is we know exactly where to send that lead because you added your email address. So that button is already solved. And we've also already built your co-branded website. When I click on Tahiti, there we go. And you'll see windstarcruises.com. The way we know to personalize it to you is we assign you your own insider identifier. And this just works on the Windstar website. Any page that you send to your clients will have your branding, will have those book now buttons removed. You'll see right here, the only option for your client is to view details. Bora Bora with an overwater villa. Yes, please. Now my client can browse around and do this. And I love seeing in the chat. I don't know if you're seeing this, Janet. It's
Yes, I
so
love it. I
easy.
love it. Super easy. Can we go back to the one page back where you showed the
Yes.
option? because I think this is super important on how you can be relevant to today. Because, okay, I'm going to go into my social media, Jennifer. I love to give my social
I
media
love it.
tips.
I love it.
So
Let's do it.
go back and go to French Polynesia, that page. So click on it. So I want to see all
Yep.
the French Polynesian options and sailings that Windstar has. Now, we know that all over the news, unfortunately, people are talking about, stop right here. People are talking about, oh, airfare is getting so expensive. And then they're going to think, my goodness, Tahiti is so far away. Well, guess what? We actually have a hotel package plus flights directly from LAX available to go to Tahiti. So your post can be, by the way, I can get you a deal with Windstar Cruises, and you do not have to worry about flights or increase in flight prices because your package with Windstar Cruises already includes the flight. And so I, travel advisor, which meaning you, can make it very easy for you to go to the most beautiful remote islands in the Pacific, and everything is included: flight, hotel, transfers, and a 7-night incredible voyage. When you see that price point of $8,600 and you realize what an incredible value this is, and guess what? No fuel surcharge like what most airlines are charging these days, because these are pre-packaged, already contracted airfare that we did right before this entire chaos began, where raising of airfares happening left and right. So it's just a great way for you to continue to be relevant in your marketing and drive them to what you know will sell these days.
I agree. I think these are great. I saw these actually when I was preparing for the webinar and I was like, okay, Morea, Bora Bora, sign me up for all. I mean, that just being able to have that cruise with the land extension in
Yes,
such a beautiful place. There's no one that does it like Windstar. Um,
absolutely.
and I see there's so many questions coming in the chat, but let's keep talking about social media for
Mhm.
a minute before we get into all the nitty gritty about how you can use this in your different channels and how you can do it for different sailings.
Yes.
So one of the other things is, okay, now you have this great content. You have customized it to your own brand, put in your personal message. But you know what? Now we have to share it, because if we don't share this, it's not going to do us any good. But I know all of you have a lot of hats you're wearing. And if I tell you you have to write a Facebook post, you're going to be like, I'm going to do that later. And you might never do it. So we have brought AI into the platform to make it super easy. When I click this button, our AI advisor assistant writes a unique, engaging post that is not auto posted, but rather you click the button and copy and paste that on Facebook. Janet, I know you have a lot to say about social media here too.
Well, it's what everyone's asking. At the end of the day, this is your website. You all are going to see how cool this is. But any place on this website, like I just mentioned, this LAX or Overwater Bungalow package, if you just wanted to promote this one individual sailing, you can do that as well. And that's what Jennifer's going to show you next. But yes, social media, as you all know, is incredibly important. The algorithms keep changing, but one thing that doesn't change is the more you post, the more visibility that you're going to get, the more relevant you are, right? The more visibility that you're going to get. So I love AI because AI is going to give you recommendations, but then you can modify it and personalize it so that it sounds like you, which is incredible, because sometimes we're just burned out from the day taking service calls, answering the phone, and our creativity juice runs out. And so AI starts the creativity for you, and then editing it and posting away makes your life easier. So thank you, Jennifer and David, because I think this part here is some of the best, I think, tools of the program, because of the fact that, I know our travel advisors are creative, but I know we all are doing too many things in one day. And even the most creative souls need help at one point in time during the day.
Exactly. I will take it all day long. And we've really spent a lot of time thinking about, what are the messages you should be putting on these
Mhm.
channels? Because Facebook, great channel, but very different from LinkedIn, where we see a lot of advisors driving a lot of leads. So our AI advisor gets to work and says, productivity just isn't about doing more. It's about refueling your mind. If you've been running on busy, consider a vacation like this yacht style getaway with Windstar. And I love that. It's just perfect. And the other place we put our AI advisor assistant to work is one-to-one emails. So of course, this is a landing page. You can add it to your website. You can add it to your email marketing campaigns to just make it super easy. But it's that one-to-one email that's the hardest to write, but is going to drive the most business. And I love this. You came to mind when I saw this. It's Windstar. Take a look. Copy this. We're not taking your consumer list. You just copy that email, open Gmail, open Outlook, and paste it in.
Or open any email service tool that you use.
Exactly, exactly. And I know something that your BDMs talk about a lot is that one-to-one email, taking 10 minutes out of your day to contact clients.
Yes, and you see, there's a lot of questions around Instagram, and we have to address this because Shelley did exactly what I was thinking, which was, yes. So go ahead, Jennifer. But yes, we will have an option for Instagram. We promise you that.
But, and you know what? They actually read our minds. So let's jump right in. Since there are all these questions about Instagram, what does Instagram need to make that content go from scrollable content to scroll stopping content? Because that's really what we're trying to do. We're trying to inspire. And sometimes, yes, you just want to stay there and be like, remember me, I'm the inspiration driver. But sometimes you really want to drive that inspiration and but make your clients click, learn more, contact you. So let's go back to our Europe, winter in the med content experience. And let's say I want to post this on Instagram. There's so many options we can do, but we basically need two things. We need a link. This is our landing page link. Okay, we got one, and we need an image. And I like to mix and match two types of images in my Instagram posts. Sometimes I'll just take this hero image, stretch it out, make that my story post. But sometimes I actually like to, from my phone, screen grab my homepage of my page. So let me show you what that could look like. And here is me screen grabbing that Europe up close and personal. And I've opened my Instagram. I've dropped that photo right in. So I saved that, did that screenshot, saved it to my camera roll. Or you could long press on that beautiful image of those people in jackets with no crowds around them. And you could save that image to your camera roll. Okay, so now we've got the image. And the next thing we need is the link. So I'm going to, let me go back to my page, and you see this little yellow button here. And if you're on your mobile, it's in the share tab. That is the way to copy the link to your page. So now we've got our image and we've got our link. So the next thing I do in Instagram is you see that little sticker button right there under the A. I click that and it gives me the options to start adding links to my stories. I imagine you are getting where I'm going with this. So there's that link button right down there in the third from the bottom row. I click that and it opens up a screen where now I can drop my link right in and I can add a little sticker text. In this case, view journeys. And that gives me the ability to now make my image, and there's my link right there at the bottom, view journeys. When my clients click it, you know where they go. They go right back to my page and they can start browsing what is winter in Europe like, and what are some suggested itineraries. They can view the voyage or they can contact me directly. So I love that. So Instagram, driving those leads right to you. So what do? Now you have your client, they've browsed this, this page, they've contacted you. They say, I'm interested in Star Collector, winter in Spain and the Rivieras. And you're like, great. This is the perfect cruise for you. I want to send this to my client. I want them to see that real-time pricing, see that real-time availability, but I don't want them getting in touch with Windstar. I want them using my co-branded link. So how do we, that question we saw a little earlier, how do we take this page and make it our page. So again, I'm going to drop that link into the actual, I'll pull up the QR code again so you guys can scan that. And I'm going to drop this link into the chat, inspires.to/Windstar, so you can follow along. We are going to, again, we come here. I'm going to refresh this. So we'll see that one content experience I've co-branded. You'll see I've got 2 more I can co-brand. But what we want to do now is we want to go to the co-branded website tab here. And when I click on that, you're going to see 2 links. We've got the Windstar Cruises homepage. This is great for me. If I would just copy that, I could add it to my website. I could add it into my email marketing campaigns. That's a great way. But in this case, we have a client who is specifically interested in this cruise. So what do? All I have to do is copy the link to this page. I drop it into the second box here, and you'll see our technology already adds your insider identifier. So now you copy your link, and that is the link that you are going to send to your clients, and it turns this page. Gone is the book now, gone is the request a quote, and it is your page. Pretty awesome, right, Janet?
I love it. I love it. I know there's many questions about, the actual post. And so if you like to use post or reels, all you need to do, and I know Val's going to post this, but you can also access our travel advisor portal. We have marketing kits that have images, that has videos that you can use. I like to also just copy and paste images from our website that you can use in your reels, posts, and stories. The whole point of it is, whether it's a reel, post, a story on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever you're posting it, on your email, what Jennifer has just taught us is there has to be a call to action, and you want the call to action to drive to the website. So if you're going to add a link, then that's the process that you want to go to make sure that if you're sending it to a specific page on our website, that it is your personalized link that you're using. That is one of the most important things that we want to ensure that you understand from this webinar, that one of the things that you need to do, the work that's on your part, we've done it and made it very easy. Well, Jennifer, I can't get credit for this. Jennifer and David have made this very easy for you.
This is a group effort.
But this piece of creating your co-branded website link is a very important piece, because that's the call to action. That's the link that you're going to include as a call to action wherever and you're placing that content, whether it's an image that you copied from our website or from our marketing toolkit, or that you took yourself, because yes, we have travel advisor fans, and a lot of you are, have access to, and we hope that you have, will be traveling with Windstar soon, so you can take your own images and post. But you want to make sure that you understand this technical piece, which is super important, to make sure that you're sending your clients to your personalized co-branded website.
I love that. I love that. And I think it's just such a great way to boost all of your marketing. Windstar has made it so easy. They have given you the content. Let me come back to this page. They've given you the content to sell anything. Getting closer changes everything. You can sell any Windstar journey. You want to sell Europe in the Med in the winter, Europe up close and further. You want to sell these beautiful new ships that just came out, the Star Seeker. We click on this, and now we are co-branding. You see how quick that was? I just clicked, boom, co-branded.
Yes.
Now we share. Really, really powerful. And I know so much more content is coming. And that's what's great. You've got the Windstar marketing team working to build your business. So should we open this up for questions?
Yes.
Great.
Now it says, will you be able to send this link to co-brand? Can you show them, once they've co-branded their website, how where you were just at, which is shows the Star Seeker Europe, how do they get to that page so they can see how easy that is?
That's actually a great question, and I had a screenshot, which I totally skipped over. So thank you for that, Edina. So we have gone from this page, right? The regular Windstar website with that book now button, with the login, with the chat. We have copied this link. So I Control A, Control C, I copy that link. we come over to inspires.to/Windstar and click on the co-branded website tab. And here, let me just refresh this so you'll see it without my link in there. Here we have our homepage. But for this one, we actually want to direct that client to that specific itinerary. That's the one we were talking to them about. So I don't want to send them to the homepage because that gives them work to do. I've already done the work and found that site, and I take that link I copied, I put it into this box, Control V, and there is my link. And you know it's your link because it has the insider code to it. So when I go to share my link with my client, and I know you're going to test it first, just like I do, this is what it looks like. The book now button is gone. There's my name and the contact. So how do you send that to your client? Again, we are not going to see your client list. You don't have to give us access to who your clients are. You use all of the tools that you have already used to build your business. You use Gmail, you use Outlook, you use MailChimp, Constant Contact. In this case, I want to send a private email to my client and say, hey, we were just talking about this specific sailing. Here's the description. Take a look. And now I drop my link in there. You see it has that insider ID, and that allows my client to browse all of Windstar's website safely in my environment.
Mm-hmm. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
All right.
Wow. So many, I'm looking through lots of questions on social media. I think, we've answered the Tahiti. How do I set this up for I'm looking through the questions to make sure we're answering any questions. Let us know if you want us to cover anything in addition to what we've covered so far. But I know also you have a lot of tutorials of, how to use co-branded websites. But what I would encourage everyone just to play around with it, right?
Yeah,
Look through
absolutely.
it, look through the modules that we've created for you over at Windstar. And again, once you have and you understand how to create your own unique link anywhere on the Windstar page that you want to send your clients to, you can just copy that link from Windstar over to Approach Guides and it will generate your own co-branded link.
It's so easy. And I love seeing all of the comments here about how you're already doing it. It's so easy. And I also recognize all the comments about the recording. I know this is a lot of information. It's a new way, even though it's easy, it's a new way for you to do more marketing. And so you will 100% get a recording to this because you will want to go back and be like, how do I do this? How do I make more and money with Windstar? So both of you are building your businesses together.
Love it. So we have a question, which is, so the client can book on the co-branded website. So they email us then, how do they book? Yeah, so they're contacting you. They can call you, right? Because you have your phone number, and then they can contact you. And I don't know if you want to show that example.
Yeah, I'm going to do a screen grab here of this as well, because I just clicked my button. So you will see what that email looks like. It's a private email. You see that it did not go through anything. It just pops up my default email program, sends myself a message and say, I was just on the Windstar Cruises website. Here's the link I was on, which is super important, and I want to learn more. And it prompts your client to add their name, add their phone number. What we're not doing is we're not requiring your client to fill out a form. We know that will drop off the number of leads that come to you, but they will send you a private email, and they include the link that they were on when they hit that button. And you know what you do? You book Windstar the way you've always booked Windstar. You don't have to learn something new. Just exactly whatever your regular flow is.
Yeah, and for those of you who want to learn how to book Windstar, go to our windstarcruises.com homepage. All the way when you scroll down to the bottom, there's a travel advisor portal. Register and get access to book online. You can also, you not only can you call us to book your clients' cruises, but we have an incredible online booking engine that allows you to book your clients online. And so you really want to be able to go through the whole, I mean, your clients have questions about the cruise. So it's very unlikely that you're going to send them a link and they're going to book right away, right? So it's very important that you get that lead so that you could convert that hot lead. Make sure you're prioritizing that, get them to call back and get them to book.
Yeah, and maybe get them to do the upgrades like these
Yes.
villas, the land extension, the extra flights. I love that.
Yes. And right now they're getting that, by the way, with the all-inclusive package included. So, everything is included in that price point that you see. So when you break that down to, the number of days that that package includes, 10 days, that's $860. That includes air, hotel. And I mean, you all know how expensive hotel in Tahiti is. Incredible meals, JBF inspired meals on board Windstar Cruises. We have specialty dining that's included, 24-hour room service. I mean, you cannot go to Tahiti for a better price. And with only 300 guests on board the Star Breeze, and very soon next year, we'll have the Windstar that's been completely refurbished back to Tahiti. So, I mean, there is no place that your clients want to go to right now than the islands of the French Polynesia. So, we really, really hope that you all can take this. I mean, even Europe, right? We have incredible, incredible destinations and itineraries in Europe with our sailing ships. We go to places like the south of Italy in the summer months, when it's really warm and it's crowded in Europe, you want to be in the water. Those are, renowned beaches. Everybody travels all over the world. They rent yachts to go to the beautiful waters of Spain, France, and Italy, and you have your own private yacht, your own little yacht that only has up to 350 guests sailing the Mediterranean waters during the summer months. And guess what? You can actually jump off the yacht into the beautiful waters, because that's one of the things that all of our ships have, the
It's
ability for
awesome.
your clients to really enjoy the water. Imagine being able to tell your clients that you can actually legally jump off a cruise ship with Windstar Cruises.
Exactly, exactly. I love that. Well,
Yes,
this
and we
was
have lots of specials for agents. So please make sure, I know Jennifer showed you where to find the travel advisor portal and the footer. Please contact us. I know Nico has been answering questions here. You have Joe Jiffel on our call, Director of Sales. You have our entire team ready to help you succeed and book more Windstar.
Well, we are so, so excited to be partnering with you, Janet, and your entire team. I know advisors are so excited as well. And hopefully, this webinar has sparked even more marketing than you would have otherwise done at this time today.
Yes, we're very, very busy. Everyone's really busy. I mean, the luxury of time, I think the most valued asset of mine is time. And the fact that you can quickly be able to generate leads and do the marketing that you need to do, this is what this tool does. It just helps you become better in marketing and inspiring your clients. So when they are ready to book, they know who to call, and that's you.
Love that. Well, thank you so much for having me today, Janet. This
Thank
has been
you. Thank
great.
you. Thank you all for being here with us. And yes, there will be a recording. We'll make sure to email to everyone the recording of this webinar so that you can go back and look again to see how everything was done. Jennifer was so great to show you step by step and live. Thank you so much, because I know sometimes it becomes overwhelming, but I promise you it's easy. If you want to rewatch it, we'll make sure to send you the recording.
Awesome. All right. Happy marketing, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good job.